are prepared to break the silence. I'll be out in the sunshine, running beside the lion. I've been feeling down, but I've been looking up, afraid to fall. God, I've been so down, can you pick me up? Don't let me fall. Can you show me how to fix this mess? I am down and on my knees, and I may fall as I'm so close to the edge.
It's typical of me. Typical of me to start with the mute button on. Great start. Absolutely great start. I hope everyone is well. And we are bringing you another watch along here on Turf Moorhouse TV. This time it's the Clarets away at Hull City at the MKM Stadium, where Hull are on a bit of a run of form at home at the moment. 7 wins, sorry. 7 games unbeaten on home soil for the Tigers, and Burnley are coming to try and put a halt to it. Fingers crossed they can. We shall see in the long run. But I think they've won 3, drawn 4 at home. So it does still mean that they are 7 unbeaten. And they kept a clean sheet in each of their last 4 as well. So are they going to be one of the other sides to be able to put a dent in Burnley's goal-scoring records? We shall see. Thank you very much for everyone who is tuning in, who is watching. Really do appreciate it, the love and support. So thank you very much. We are available on social media, as you can see. Wrong hand, mirrored camera. Do this all the time. As you can see up there, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, you name it. We are on it. Here is just a bit of where you can find Turf Moorhouse TV. So if you want to watch the game tonight with us, you can. It is available to watch on Sky Sports Arena. So if you've got a Sky package or you've got Sky Sports on your Virgin Media, etc., then yes, you can find the Hull Burnley game on Sky Sports Arena tonight. If you don't want that commentary and you want to listen to this Ginger Bass give a bit of a talking through the game, then feel free, be my guest, join us and get your comments in the chat. If you do like what you see throughout this video, please, if it's not too much, absolutely Hulk smash that like button. I really would appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel if you are new and click that notification bell so you can be notified when we are next live. And well, let's just say once we've played this game tonight, it's FA Cup quarterfinals to think about away at Manchester City. However, let's not go there till the final whistle is done on this one. There is still a game to be played here. Let's have a look at what you guys have been saying in the chat. Henry's in nice and early as always. It says, evening, Dan. Up the Clarets, 3-0 win, I think. Big scoreline. Get your predictions in like Henry has done. Get them predictions in. Let us know how you think this fixture is going to pan out today. Turf Art's in the building. He's not late this time. Not late this time. Hope you're well. I'm not too bad. I'm all right. Martin's in as well. As I said, yeah, not doing too bad, mate. Come on, Burnley, up the Clarets. Nate as well. Hope that things are going good with yourself. Fingers crossed Leicester can get out of it as well, because it's a bit of a sticky situation in the Premier League with Leicester, isn't it, with position-wise. But I know you guys aren't playing today, but Southampton could have another say. They could have a big say if they get a result against Brentford tonight. So good luck to you all, lads, Nate, as well. Dex in the chat. How you doing? Come on, you clarets, indeed. Henry's in and says, eating dinner while watching your commentary and being anxious about the Champions League game at Real Madrid. Yes, Liverpool are playing as well in that fixture, so that should be an interesting one. Henry says, I'm okay, thank you. Great stuff, great stuff. Mr. Bill is in the building. There's no Mrs. B tonight. She's working. Ouch, ouch. But evening to yourself, Mr. B. Hope everything is good with yourself. And yes, Nate, it may be the 88 away shirt. I'm not entirely 100% sure. It is the away shirt, where we were sponsored by Ensley, local insurance company, and yeah, I thought it's only fair. We've got to go retro tonight. Why not? Why not? And hey to Luke as well in the chat. Massive hello to you as well. In terms of this, Burnley could cement promotion with just 3 more victories. If they win here today, then win at Sunderland. Not at Sunderland. Win against Sunderland, and then I think it's Borough after that. And we could potentially, if we beat Borough at their ground, we could clinch promotion. The next game after that is Sheffield United back at Turf Moor. It could either be either game, but we shall see. It's getting very, very interesting in the Championship right now as well. There is other games going on in the Championship. Blackburn taking on Reading, Cardiff, West Brom, Huddersfield, Norwich, Luton, Bristol City, and Sunderland against Sheffield United. They're all playing tonight, 7:45 kickoffs. As per usual. But Burnley sit at the top of the summit, 80 points they have, where Sheffield United in second have 67, a good 13-point gap there. We are not far off doubling the goal difference either. We are on plus 43 and Sheffield United on plus 24. There is a nice cushion between ourselves and the dirty unwashed in 6th. And, well, their goal difference is nil point. However, I'm hoping I'll be able to get a game this over the, with us doing so well. Because, with, the advert, you drink your milk, you'll be good enough. I mean, Frackwards and Stanley maybe, but they look like they're on their arse and going to get relegated. Who knows? We shall see. Nate says, cool looking shirt. I'm just here so I can listen to some winning football. Well, fingers crossed, Nate. Fingers crossed. Doug's in the building. Massive respect to Doug. Again, obviously, he will be watching his beloved Liverpool tonight as well against Real Madrid. Be a very, very tough fixture. But thank you for popping in, Doug. Really do appreciate it. And as he says there, let's smash that like button. Really would appreciate it. And to all those that haven't been on this channel before, please hit the subscribe button. Turfat says, my short limerick, it's Dan the man, the Clarets fan. Come on, everyone, subscribe if you can. Hey, yes, Turfat, get in. Love it. Adrian's in the building as well. Hope you're well. Says, really looking forward to seeing Benson playing again. Well, he has been named on the bench, and we will be going through the teams as the teams come out, which should be very shortly. As I say to everybody who's in here, and it does run along the bottom of your screen as the game goes on, please, no spoilers. We are probably about a minute behind because I'm watching it on Sky Sports Arena, but through Now TV. So we are about a minute to 30 seconds behind. So I apologise, but please, no spoilers. Can't stress it enough. Cannot stress it enough. Want to give you guys my raw reaction and when anything happens. The MKM is having a bit of a light show at the moment prior to kickoff. A lot of teams doing that. Burnley have even started doing that at Turf Moor now, which, to be honest, when you do a light show up north, people just think you've not put enough in the meter. And, well, it wasn't too bad. It's not too bad of a light show. Dear says, Tella to score as usual. I think Hull will probably try doubling up on him. But we shall see. It looks like players and officials are making their way out. Burnley are in their home shirt, as are Hull. And it's going to be a real clash. It is a Yorkshire, Lancashire fixture. They are on the Humber or Hull part of East Yorkshire. So fingers crossed we can get a result here. I think looking at it, the last time we played each other was at Hull's ground. It was 1-1. We was under Sean Dash, February 2017. Both teams in the Premier League at the time as well. But we've only lost one of our last 15 away games, which is probably all the more reason why we should hopefully get the job done today. Right then, let's have a look at the team starting with the home side. They're set up in a 4-5-1 or a 4-2-3-1, however you want to look at it. Liam Rosinia has gone for Carl Darlow in goal, Louis Coyle, Alfie Jones, McLaughlin and Elder at the back. Alaya, Abue, Traore, Pelkas, Seri and Slater all start. Then you've got Lotala, Greaves, Figueiredo, Tufan, Doherty, Longman and Estupinen on the bench. Burnley playing exactly the same formation, a 4-2-3-1. And here is the Clarets team. Arrow Muric starts in goal. Connor Roberts plays right back. Ekdal and Bayer as your centre-back partnership. Ian Matson is playing on the left-hand side of defence with Cullen and Tella. Cullen and Goodmanson, playing in the midfield part with Tella just in front of them. Vitinho and Zaruri playing either side of the big old shithouse himself up top, Ashley Barnes. Subs for the Clarets. I know it's a little bit small, so I will read it out. Peacock Farrell, Charlie Taylor, Jack Cork, Lyle Foster, Michael Obafemi, Manuel Benson is back. He has made the bench for today's game, and also the Brentford loanee Halil Dervisoglu is there as well. So fingers crossed the Clarets can get the job done today. Referees and officials are just making sure everything is all right. As I said, people, please, no spoilers. We are about 30 seconds to a minute behind. So yeah, please do show us your support. Luke says Blackburn. Doug says Brighton are winning 1-0. Solly March has scored a Premier League goal in March. Whee! Referee still trying to sort everything out. Goodmanson looks like he's ready to take the kick. And Luke says there, Blackburn are 1-0 up as well. Forget about them. And we are underway at the MKM. Thank you, everyone who is joining us to watch this fixture. I really do appreciate it. I know it's a Wednesday night. I know there's Champions League fixtures on. But I really do appreciate everyone's support. So thank you. I say not even drinking. I'm on milk. I'm drinking the nectar of the cow titties. Cow boob juice. It gets in your beard. Did anyone see that that keeper who came out of his box, thought his box was bigger than it was, and actually just picked the ball up because he thought he was still within his area? I mean, Hull have painted the lines because obviously they have rugby at their stadium, but they are still visible from what you can see. Burnley have the ball though. Ian Matson. I said, hope everybody is well. Middle of the week. Good ball by Josh Cullen. Finds Zaruri. Is he going to try and beat his man or is he going to play it in? Plays the ball back to Cullen. Bayer has it. Plays it back to Muric. Hold on, getting at Burnley until Burnley pretty much come towards the halfway line. It's only then where they're trying to sort of break us down. I think there's a few. There is a few that actually sort of do come at us, but I've noticed a lot recently that teams are sitting back, letting us have it in the defensive areas. It's when we come forward where they have got 11 men behind the ball. Just fingers crossed Burnley can pick out a good pass with Vitinho. Plays in Tella. He plays it back. I think it's Jones who nearly scores an own goal there. Alfie Jones has knocked it over his own net, but it's not far off Burnley taking the lead after 2 minutes. Beautiful ball by Vitinho. Tella bursts a gut to get to it. Keeps it in. And Jones just opens his foot. And it's gone for a corner. You're right. Muric made some fantastic saves on Saturday. He was brilliant. Burnley have this corner. Vitinho tries to come short. Whipped in. Beats the first man. Header up by... Is it Ashley Barnes? It is Barnes who's made the run to the front post, and he can't direct it towards goal. It's just wide. Ayub says, what is the name of the channel that broadcasts the match? It is available to watch on Sky Sports Arena. So if you do have the Sky Sports package, you can watch it on Sky Sports Arena channel. So I do apologise. We can't show it because it's, copyright infringement, basically. So we couldn't show things like that. But, yeah. It's just one of them things. So I do hope you understand, Ayub. I hope you understand. Chris says, who's at home? It is Hull City who are at home. Hull City are the home side at the MKM. And you know it, you shithouse. Hope you're well, though, Chris. Good to see you in. Good to see you in the chat. Liam Rosenier has done very well. He's done very, very well at Hull City since coming in. I said Hull started the season in really good form, to be honest with you. They were, pulling out results left, right and centre. They were up in the mix of the playoffs. It's only with all the things that happened off the field and, sadly they lost their former owner as well throughout the season. But if you look back to the match preview that we had, and the whole fan that we had on was, he's hoping that this is a season of consolidating themselves in the division, and then making a push for the playoffs next year. But we shall see. Louis Coyle is being attended to by the medical staff. I think he's going to have to go off the pitch. I think he may have been a little bit winded, potentially, but he's going to have to go to the side of the field. Or is Liam Rosenier asking about a substitution? I think he is. I think he may be having a substitution. I think Coyle may be going off. My little lad's in. How you doing, pal? If you can hear me, fingers crossed. But yeah, you've got it on as well. Happy days. Screaming at the TV for a Burnley win, I hope, pal. Peter says, like these night games, getting up at the normal time instead of 3 or 4 a.m., not on Sky here, and showing another game, but we're live on Sunday against City in the Cup. Yes, we are. And to be fair, I've entered a competition to try and win tickets for the City game. But if we don't win them tickets, then we will be doing a watch-along of the game on here. So don't worry about it. If you can't get it, we'll be here. Chris is asking for a friend. T says, evening, Dan. Evening to yourself, T. Hope things are going well with yourself. Graham says, Luton are 1-0 up versus Bristol. Oof. Chris says, building the points up, Dan. You'll need them when you get some deducted for dodgy accounts. Nah, mate. Not at all. Not at all. We'll be fine. Dex going City. Mrs. Burnley is in the building. Says, haha, Mr. Burnley tells Porkies, how can I stay away from a game? Get in. We're live at work. Love it. Love it. Pete says in New Zealand. So they're not showing that in New Zealand. Wow. I thought they might have done. I'm guessing you only get certain Sky channels. Good ball and beautiful move by Bayer, who's come forward, but he's played the ball through. And is the linesman flagging Zarori offside? Yeah, he is. I didn't think he was offside, and Zarori certainly doesn't think he was offside. I'll have to watch that back. I think he might just be. Just. Luke, we're not going to get a 40-point deduction. As I said, everything's going to be fine. Things are going to be fine. It'll be lifted by the end of next month. So don't worry about it. And we're keeping Leicester's place warm for him. We're warming it up for him to come down. We're trying to show you how it's done as well, like you said when we were speaking on the phone, Chris. Hull have a throw-in. They've managed to escape by the corner flag. Can they pick out a pass or get the ball in the box? Burnley lose it. It's played to the edge. Cullen cuts the move out and Burnley clear. Burnley living dangerously early on. 8 minutes in. Hull 0, Burnley 0. Burnley managed to clear it as far as Carl Darlaw, who has it. All he had to do was get a good ball into the box there, the Hull City winger, and he just couldn't do it. Couldn't find a body in there. Chris says, if we get relegated do I have to dye my hair ginger and go bald? No, you don't, mate. You don't. I mean, you're already a little bit thin, so don't worry about it. Just keep it as it is. Don't go dyeing it. It's already dying. Oliver says, hi, Dan, up the clarets, mate. Up the clarets indeed, Oliver. Up the clarets indeed, Mr. Ingham. Hull played a ball in header that went just over the bar. Well, it went just wide, sorry, not just over the bar, by Adama Traore. Not that one. Not that one. A different one. Louis Coyle has it, gets it away, and Hull trying to come forward again. Great interception. Tella can't read the second ball. And Alain can't keep the ball in, which now Ekdal plays back to Muric. Hull are coming out a little bit more at us now. I think the first 10 minutes they were sort of just trying to find their feet, read Burnley's game maybe a little bit. And Hull are starting to push forward. When they do, they're coming forward with four up top. The two midfielders are pushing. The other Adama, you've missed it too. Exactly. You've got Adama Traore, Hull's Adama Traore, and then you've got Jeffrey Adama Traore. Coutinho, can he get a low cross in? Header away, but I think if he gets... No, he's still got it. Still manages to keep hold of it. Plays it to the edge. Bayer cuts in, tries to play one over. Zarori can't get the second touch, and Hull City clear it only as far as Muric, who is out at the halfway line. Ekdal. Roberts. Tella. He plays a weak pass to Ekdal, but manages to somehow come away with it. That's a foul. Referee says continue. Ball tried to be played over for Barnes. Too much whip on it. The keeper can come to the edge of his box and collect. As it stands, Burnley women are playing as well. They're obviously not in the Women's Super League, but they are playing. Apparently, it is 1-1 at the moment between Burnley women and Brighouse Town. Well, fingers crossed we can keep you up to date with that scoreline as well when it comes in. And then we can keep all things Burnley going, can't we? Hull come forward again. Good interception by Jordan Bayer. It's going to go for a Hull City corner, though. Bayer hurt himself in trying to make that challenge. But it's good play by the Hull City number 10. I think it's Aboué. I may be completely butchering his name, but it looks very similar to Aboué, but spelt in a different way. But corner for the Tigers. Ball is whipped in. It's got some real whippers, that. And Hull try and keep the ball in. They have. It's again, Aboué has it. Tries to play it to the edge of the box. Fizzed in, header up. Pinball in the area. Burnley clear again. Tella can't get to it. Player offside for Hull. He leaves it. Muric collects. He tries to send Burnley out quickly. Tella, can he beat his man? He's tried to knock it past him and get on the run. Just could not get there. Couldn't pick up the seconds. Bobby says, do you think Burnley will win this game? Yeah, I'd like to think so. I'd like to think so. I mean, why not? We've only lost one in our last 15 away matches. Hull, though, have been very good at home. Like I say, unbeaten in the last 7. It's going to be a tough fixture. It's going to be a tough fixture. And the confidence is with us. I mean, Hull on home soil are going to be confident as well. And they really have started this game trying to get on the front foot. They're getting into the right areas. If the game was played as it is now, it wouldn't surprise me if this game did finish a 0-0, if it pans out how it is. But all it takes is one mistake, one lapse of concentration, and there's a very good chance that either side could break the deadlock. Peter says they show all Premiership games on Sky, but only certain games in the Championship we watch Burnley on beIN Sports. Ah, yes. I've done that myself a few times. Ekdal still manages to keep the ball in play. Connor Roberts, who's come more central to pick up where Ekdal has left off. First 15 minutes of this game, and Burnley have only had 58% possession. I know it sounds silly to say that, but we have been a team that has absolutely dominated possession in games. Right now, we are not. Vitinho, ball over. Cleared by Hull. Louis Coyle. He comes out. Playing a few passes, a few 1-2 passes at Hull. Maybe trying to play Burnley at their own game a little bit. Carl Darlow tries to pump a ball out, and it goes horribly wrong for the Hull City goalkeeper. Mick's in the chat. Hope you're well, Mick. He says Burnley should be given extra points for grace in the Championship this season. I like that. Kraken says 2-1 Burnley up the Clarets. I'll take that, mate. I'll take that. Jeff says, Dan, hard to predict this game. Will only be one goal, and that could go to either team. Let's say 1-0 to Burnley. I predicted 1-0 to Burnley, to be fair. Hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully it's a good few. A nice 2-goal cushion is always more comfortable. Vitinho has the ball on this near side. Is he going to try and get a ball in? Plays it back to Connor Roberts. Bayer. Roberts again. Tries to ping it to the edge. Goodmanson. Bayer. Is he going to shoot? No. Loses it. Ekdal. Can Burnley put another string of passes together? Matson. Finds Rory. Tries to play it to the front stick. Defender clears. Only as far as Bayer again. Ekdal. Passes to Roberts. Good passage of play by Burnley. And now it's with Nathan Tella. And wins Burnley a corner. Brilliant stuff by Burnley there. Brilliant stuff. And manages to get the Clarets a set piece opportunity. Good ball by Cullen to play in Tella, who just hits the ball off his man and wins the set piece. Luke says, if you press the red button, you can watch the other championship games you're choosing. You won't want to do that. Why would you want to do that for? Surfer says, hey, Dan, sounds like you're saying Owen Coyle for Hull. He must be making the superhuman comeback. Hopefully not. Oh, it's Louis Coyle. Louis Coyle. Bobby said, who should Burnley contract when they will be in the Premier League? I just want us to shore up the loan players. The players that we've got on loan, I'd love for us to sign permanently. But we shall see. Goodmanson looks set to whip this ball in. Does it? Gets to the front post and keeper is up. And it's gone. I don't know what he's done there. He sort of took a bit of a wild stab save there. Whipped in. I think he thought he was going to be able to catch it with his hands and realised it's dropped a little bit sooner than he thought. And he's had to palm it away with his leg. However, Hull now have a free kick deep in their own half. Traore is brought down by Ekdal, who was trying to turn him and retrieve the ball. Nothing cynical, not a yellow card, but definitely knew what he was doing. Eugene says goal for Brentford and West Brom. Not bad, not bad. I'm glad Brentford are beating Southampton though as well. Helps the other sides in the trying to evade the drop. Brett saying up you well. Brett, long time no see. Says you're the only way I can watch the game as a Yank. Thank you, Dan. Hey, anytime, mate. Anytime. If I could find some way of being able to show the game, even in just like a small little corner or something, I would certainly try and do so. But I can't, unfortunately. And just hopefully, I don't know. Maybe in the long run, we'll see. I'll have to try and speak to. Probably drop a few emails about, but I can't see them letting us. Ball played through. Great interception. Matson. Barnes. Heavy touch by Barnes. Oh, all he needed to do was cushion it at his feet. And the ball would have been in the back of the net. I think Zarory's down. It was a good ball by Tella. Picks out Matson. Matson just rolls it into Barnes, but he can't get the ball out from his feet. It's McLaughlin who comes over, cuts the challenge out. But I think if Barnes did have a bit of a more silkier touch, then you'd have been looking at 1-0 to the Clarets there after 20 minutes. Yes, Deck, I have heard about the interest in the Portuguese right back from Dortmund. Rafael Guerreiro, 29 years old. But I think, what is it, Villa, Wolves, and somebody else is interested as well. Maybe that right back position may need shoring up a little bit. You know, Lawton's contract's up in the summer. Who knows? Nate says, yeah, thanks, Brentford. I knew you'd be appreciative of it, Nate. I really did. Hull come forward. Manages to beat Ekdal, but Coutinho's coming back as well, as is Roberts to help out. This is a really end-to-end. Burnley are up there at 1 minute. Next minute, Hull are coming forward. It's a real turn of events. Trust me, that's not the TV screen you can see. That's the laptop. So all I can see is myself in the comments. That's all you'll see. Even if I went like that, it's like you can see. Just I'm pointing at where the camera is. and the comments are at the side. That's what it is, not the TV screen. I say 58 of you in this live. Really do appreciate it. So thank you very, very much indeed. Please do show your support to the channel if you can. Really would appreciate that. You guys are absolute legends, and we're all one big community and family. So please, please keep supporting us. Yeah, cheers, Naj. Says never mind. Well, if I could somehow do it with the glasses, I'd let you, but I can't. Luke says second is all to play for. Sheffield United 68 points, Borough 64, Luton 63, Blackburn 61, Millwall 60. Well, it is all to play for. That playoff from second and the playoffs is all to play for. I think we've hopefully got one foot through the door of lifting the trophy, but never say never. You know what football's like. It's a funny old game. Graham says Guerrero plays left side. Maybe for us, we don't want to completely hang our hat on Maatsen, as that could drive up the price from Chelsea. Could be, but then look at some of the structured. We did a structured deal for Muric with Manchester City. You know, they've got a cheap buyback clause, which I don't know. Chelsea may do that with us. It might be something that hopefully we can look into. You never know. According to papers, we're going to have a war chest to spend in the summer. What that war chest is going to be, I don't know. Time will tell. The referee gives Burnley a free kick. 24 minutes in. Fouled by Elder. It's Elder, isn't it, that's playing? Yeah, Callum Elder, the left back for Hull. Taken quickly, and the ball's back at the feet of Muric, who pumps a ball long, trying to look for Goodmanson on the run. Carl Dorlow is faster to get there and anticipates the bounce. Fingers crossed Burnley can nick a goal. As I said, get your predictions in. Let us know how you think this fixture is going to go. Ball through. Hull through. I think the flag's going to go up for offside. It's Pelkas who played. It is. The flag did go up for offside, but it's Pelkas who ran forward. I'm surprised he tried to do what he did there. So the ball's been played. He's definitely offside. He's definitely offside, and he tries to go for it with his head. Tries to go for it with his head instead of trying to touch it down with his feet. Wouldn't have counted anyway, so don't know why I'm worrying. Matt's hoping for a 2-0 Burnley. Fingers crossed, mate. Let's hope so. Anthony's obviously not happy. Bristol City currently losing 1-0 to Luton. Kraken says that's Haaland on his way to us then. Hey. Never say never. Vitinho has it. Cuts inside instead of going down the near right-hand side. He's ended up bringing himself more central. And Zarori's going on a run now. Gets to the right back. Again, tries to play a ball in. Loses it, but Maatsen's there. Goodmanson. Zarori, can he beat his man again? Plays it to the edge. Connor Roberts. Maatsen. Wins the seconds. Ball played through. Goodmanson. Zarori again. Hits the arm of the player. Burnley are asking for a penalty. Referee says no. Burnley still have it though. Dangerous territory. Barnes couldn't read the pass of Cullen. Carl Darlow not happy with his defence. I think they're going to show the. Oh, is that a penalty? Is that a pen? Louis Coyle, he sort of jumps up and he puts his arms up here, but it's sort of a little bit behind him, but it's still up and it clips him underneath. It's showing it again. That's a stonewaller. That's a stonewall penalty for me. But Louis Coyle has been down already once in this fixture. He's been very, very injury prone so far. Wouldn't surprise me if Hull have to make an early change. He's down again receiving medical treatment. And all the players are over at Vincent Kompany at the moment getting some words of wisdom, shall we say. Probably a few choice words in there. But we will see. Nate says Burnley will get a goal around the 70th minute. Who knows? It keeps showing the replay because for me, it's a stonewall penalty. The referee's in a good position as well. It should have been given. Jeff says, see you on near to 1,000 subs target. Well done, Dan. Anyone in the chat who has not yet subscribed, please do so and also like the stream. Really appreciate that, Jeff. Thank you very much. And yes, we are hopefully going to get there at some point. I really do appreciate everybody's support. As I said, you're not just a subscriber. We're a little community, a little family, and I love it. So the bigger it gets, the more we grow together. Eugene says, goal for Norwich. Oof. We'll go through some of them half-time scores as well when we get to it. Luke says, Matson, Bayer and Tella definitely need to be tied down on permanence. I agree. Definitely agree. Mr. Billy says, Hull are definitely tiring. Don't think it will be long until we bag one. I think you may be right. And I think I may be right as well because there's a substitution being warmed up. A substitute being warmed up for Hull, potentially in place of Louis Coyle. Not sure whether the ref has sent Coyle off the pitch. Should do. Shouldn't be a player called Coyle involved in a Burnley game. Oh, he's back on. He's not ready for giving up. Not ready for giving up. Mrs. B says, Mr. Burnley is quiet. He's at home watching the game with a beer, probably. Thanks, Dan, for keeping me and the residents entertained. Anytime. I will try and keep the swearing to a minimum. Promise. Can't promise anything, but I will try my best. Martin says, Burnley 2-0 at full time. I'd take that. Nate says, my stream for the Burnley game kept freezing. So I'm watching Napoli now. Interesting. Stephen says, people, Burnley is playing good or bad. They're not playing too bad, to be fair. They're not playing too bad. I love how you say yours is crashing, and then all of a sudden, Nate, mine starts crashing. Managed to bring it back, though. Managed to bring it back. But no, both sides aren't playing too bad, Stephen, to be fair. Burnley are seeing a lot of the ball. Hull trying to come forward and carve a chance. It's been quite even, to be fair. I just think Burnley have edged it in terms of probably been spending more time in the attacking third. Cabum26 says, I have money on Burnley. They're going to win. Fingers crossed, mate. Fingers crossed. They've not let me down this season yet. Hopefully we can do. Hopefully we can do. Nits, I swear it wasn't me. Promise. 32 minutes gone. Hull 0, Burnley 0. It's Burnley who steal a march. Vitinho tries to get a ball across. Ekdal and Bayer. Oh, beautiful challenge by Jordan Bayer. Comes sprinting across the pitch. He knew Ekdal was going to get beaten for pace. Wonderfully, wonderfully keeps that out. Hull City throw-in. Thrown back towards the halfway line. Gone back to their goalkeeper. Not really looking to score so far, Hull. Especially in the last 10 minutes or so. Fingers crossed Burnley can just do enough. I mean, a point here is not a bad point. But just hopefully... I just want to see us take the game to him. I did say it was going to be a close game. It's not going to. This ain't going to have another 3-0 like Wigan, I don't think. Barnes plays it to Vitinho. Straight first time. Tella. Oh! Oh! Tella tried a little bit of a back heel as the ball comes across the face of goal. Beautiful play by Burnley, though. They got on the front foot very quick from one wing to the other. Barnes did very well to play it to Vitinho. It's took a nick off Tella's heel. And Zarori could have been there just to slot it in at the back stick, but even he wasn't anticipating the touch from Tella. A chance goes begging for the Clarets, probably as close as we've come in the game. Who's Cavaradonna anyway? Who's that when they're at home? Ekdal tries to play one over for Zarori. I don't think he's going to get to it. There's too much of an angled pass. Tella, who's been in tremendous form, as he won't let that bother him. He will not let that effort bother him. Georgian winger for Napoli. Fair play. Ian Matson has it. Back with Bayer. Scoops the ball over towards Zarori, who's asked for it. Now he tries to make a run. Cullen. Back to Zarori. Goodmanson. Matson. Patient build-up here by the Clarets. What can they do with it? Oh, Zarori tried to play a ball through for Goodmanson, who couldn't get to the second ball, and Hull living a little bit dangerous now, passing it around in their own defence, and they've had to knock it long, which Burnley will deal with. Burnley will apply that pressure. Right, this could go horribly wrong, but Kvaratskhelia? Not a Scooby-Doo. Not a Scooby-Doo. Sounds like a Wi-Fi password to me. But Thomas says, I need 2 Tella goals for 100 quid. You never know. You never know. Although Tella has just been fouled. Oh, no, it was Connor Roberts who was fouled, sorry, by Pelkas. And he's gone into the referee's book. However, as we come back from the replays, Zaroury whips a deep ball in and Vitinho can't get to the second. LTB's in the house. Mr. B says Kevin will do. Kevin! Roberts plays a throw-in back. Company asking things of his players. Get into these pockets of space. Try and utilise that. Ball fizzed over. Can Burnley get to it? Hull are living dangerously. Burnley have a chance. Ekdal. Back with Cullen. He's everywhere, is Cullen. He's like shit in a field. Connor Roberts. Your guess is as good as mine. Call me Dennis. Everybody does. No problem, Dennis. I will do. My granddad's called Dennis. So, not hard to forget. Ball played to the centre. Barnes. Who was that? Was that Zaroury? Is it Zaroury who's gone for that shot? I'm not entirely sure. I think it is. He's played the ball to Barnes. He's played it back to Zaroury first time, and he's tried to curl one towards Carl Darlow, and it's not paid off. Doug says 27 away, guys. Let's get down to 1K tonight. Hit that sub button and smash the like button. I really would appreciate that. That would be absolutely amazing. Would be absolutely amazing if we could. Just wondering what that clicking noise is. It's Kate checking on her blood pressure. Dennis, born in Nelson, Burnley supporter since 1960. Up the Clarets. Up the Clarets indeed. Do people call you Den for short? Because my granddad gets a lot of that, especially from my grandma. It's like, are you all right, Den? And he says, no game Saturday. Liverpool have a day off due to the FA Cup weekend. Well, some of us do, some of us don't. We've got a trip to the Etihad. Just Dennis. No problem. I'll keep it just as Dennis. Your wish is my command, pal. $42 gone. Hull City 0, Burnley 0. Ekdal has it. Tries to fizz one over the top for Tella, who's been watched, although his defender can't get to it. Tella is in, cuts inside, takes a shot, and it's 1-0. Nathan Tella has put the Clarets in front. Oh my word! I was not expecting that. Was not expecting that. He's literally, the ball's come over the top. Beautiful ball over by Ekdal. It's bounced in front of the Hull City defender. He can't get to it. It goes straight over his head. Tella anticipates that, then tries to cut inside. It's a heavy touch inside. But, oh man, what a finish. It's just fizzed over the defender who thought he was going to get to it. He complains to the referee. The cut in by Tella and the shot by Ekdal should not, Carl Darlow shouldn't be getting beat at his front post like that. I thought Tella was going to play it to the edge of the box, but he goes alone. Beautiful goal. And the Clarets take a lead on the stroke of half-time. That will have ripped up Liam Rosenier's half-time team talk. It is Burnley 1, Hull City 0. And it's that man, Nathan Tella, who gets on the score sheet. This is where we could open them up now. Thomas says, one more Tella goal. Come on. Burnley corner. Henry says, go Clarets. Tella says, Tella's in the chat. Martin's in the chat and says, Tella, get in. K-Bomb says, here comes the money. Here comes the money. Money, 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 money. Dollar, dollar. Corner about to be taken. Goodmanson puts the ball down. Dex says, Nathan Tella, baby. Matt's in, says, come on, you Clarets. Come on, you Clarets, indeed. Let's see what this corner brings. Goodmanson raises his arm. Played deep to the back stick. Carl Darlow punches it out. Still, Burnley bodies in there. Matson tries to find an early ball in. Headed to the back stick. Only as far as Goodmanson. He tries to fizz one in. Barnes is there. Last a shot at it by, I think, is it Bayer? Cullen? I think it's Cullen who's took a shot and it's gone wide of the mark. 4 minutes has been added on to the end of this first half. But everybody happy to see that goal go in the back of the net. I think I need to get a goal gif. I need to get a goal, create a goal gif for this. Here it says, boom. Cable says, where can I watch it? It's on Sky Sports Arena. It's on the Sky Sports Arena channel. Mrs. B says, get in there, Clarets. Think my residents have just had an heart attack with me screaming in my office. Not wrong with that. I'm sure if you just explain, Burnley are going up. They'll certainly understand, Mrs. B. Certainly understand. Dex says, sign him up, sign him up, sign him up. I hope we do. I hope we do. You know, Mick says, great time to score just before half time. Pete says, Burnley go marching on. They do indeed. David says, Tella 22-1 for 2 goals. But the Clarets do take that lead, hopefully going into the half-time break. We shall see. Still time in this. Nathan Tella just cannot stop scoring at the minute. Doug says, forgot Darlow was at Hull. Yeah. I think he's only on loan, but I think they're looking to sign him in the summer. Emma says, Núñez gets denied a goal again. Sunderland 1-up against Sheffield United. Woo-hoo-hoo! The wheels are falling off. Can Zarori keep that in? I think have Burnley got another corner. He's gone. I think the referee says it's a throw-in. Dave says 275 to 1 for 3 goals. Jeez. Graham says, before this season, who have been our top loan players that we fell in love with? Trippier and me are 2 I can think of, yeah. I think other than that, Dash didn't really do loans. So I'm from the Netherlands, so no Sky Sports here. Ouch. I'm sure there will be a perfectly available stream somewhere. And the missus who's been out, she's back in the building. As I said, you may have heard her. She's back in the building. Hello to yourself, since I can't even say it when you're coming in, because obviously I'm talking about the game, but glad you're back, because I'm gasping for a brew. Anthony says 1-0 down at half-time. Hope we get an early goal in the second. Obviously speaking about his beloved Bristol City, but 30 seconds left to be played in this first half. Hull just had a chance, but it was a wasted header. I think the referee may blow for half-time in a moment. He does. He does indeed, and Nathan Tella runs straight down the tunnel. But it is at the break. Hull City 0, Burnley 1, and Hull are going to have to come out now. Cableham says, what is the rival of Burnley? Well, some dirty inbreds down the M65 called Blackburn Rovers. We hate them. They hate us. And yeah, it's war when those two face off. You get the kettle on Anthony Girls Parch, do you? And Turf says what I just pretty much said. They have to come out now, Hull. They do indeed. They're never going to believe us. No, you're going to believe us. No, you're going to believe us. The clouds are going up. The clouds are going up. The clouds are going up. Luke says, speaking about Bristol City or Southampton, and well, yes, exactly, Deck. Exactly. That's the one. That's the one. Guys, we'll be back for the second half very, very soon. I'll bring you the stats from the first half. Just give us 5 minutes. I think I'm going to go and pop the kettle on because, well, I don't see anybody else doing it. So we'll be back in about 5 or 6 minutes' time, and we'll go through the stats and bring you the second half as it happens. So, yeah, don't touch that dial. We'll be back in about a good handful of minutes' time. Stay tuned. Welcome back. We are going to be bringing you the second half as it happens, so please do come back to us. Some stats from the first half then. Hull City had 2 shots. Burnley have had 4, 1 on target, and that 1 on target so far has hit the back of the net. Burnley go into the half-time break with a 68% possession in their favour, with Hull only having the other 32%. 161 passes created by the Tigers, with Burnley's 328, and Burnley having a better passing accuracy with 87% compared to Hull's 70. 4 fouls committed by the home side, 7 committed by Burnley, and only 1 card has been issued in this game so far, and that's gone in the way of Perkas for Hull City. He received the yellow in that first half. There's been 2 offsides by either side, 1 corner for Hull, but 3 corners to the Clarets. Let's see what you guys have been saying while I was away. Probably all just slandering me. Wouldn't surprise me. Kate, tell me what she'd put in the comments, which I can now see. I'm not going to bother bringing it up on screen because it's pointless. But she says she's putting me in my place, which, to be fair, I have been doing stuff. I've been playing with the kids while she was out, prior to doing this, making sure that everything was set up for tonight, and yeah, just keeping the kids entertained. That's why the house isn't as messy as it probably would have been if I'd have just let it go to shit. However, I'm not going to get into that debate. Because we're here to talk football. We're not here to talk about me being Mr. Sheen or the bloke on the front of flaming washing up liquid, whatever it's called. But everyone seems to be having a chat. And Luke, honestly, could your nose be any browner? Bloody hell. Mick says, anybody know how many different scorers for Burnley so far this season? I think it's 19. I think it's 19 different scorers. But I could be wrong. I will try and find out for you. And Colin says, need to capitalise now. We do, yes. Let's double that advantage. And good day to your good self, Colin, as well. A fairy then. Didn't mean a fairy. But hey ho, let's have a look at some of the scores in the Championship at half-time then. Starting with the game going on down the M65. It's Blackburn Rovers 1, Reading 0, Cardiff 0, West Bromwich Albion 1, Huddersfield Town are losing 1-0 at home to Norwich. As we know, Burnley are winning 1-0 away at Hull. Luton have that 1-goal advantage over Bristol City in the first half, and Sunderland and Sheffield United share the spoils at half-time. Sheffield United getting back into it just before the end of the first half. Literally in the 94th plus 5th minute, it was Jason McAtee who grabbed the equaliser for Sheffield United. Snow, rain, sleet, whatever it is that's coming down at the MKM, it's coming down quite thick when it pans into the crowd and onto the pitch. From a distance, you can't really tell. Going on in the Premier League, Brighton are beating Palace in the derby. They are winning 1-0, and Brentford are winning 1-0 away at Southampton. In the round of 16 in the Champions League, Napoli are 1-0 up against Eintracht Frankfurt, and Real Madrid Liverpool is currently 0-0 as well. Both teams here are making their way back out onto the pitch for the second half, just having a bit of a warm-up exercise to get them legs going, get the blood pumping, and get us all ready for a good second half of football. Wanderer says Southampton will be holding on to Tella now. The thing is, though, I don't think Tella will stay with. I don't think Tella will stay with Southampton. Why would you want to stay there? Why would you want to stay with them? It's not exactly like I think because he's had a taste of what's what, we're going to go all out to break the bank to sign him, I think. Personally, I want us to. But we shall see. We shall see. I think they'll try and play hardball with us. They'll try and play hardball. I know that. But hey ho, let's give it a go. Randy's in. Hope you're well. Randy says, "Hey ho, watching again from Portland, Oregon, US of A." And says, "Not on ESPN Plus here, so you are my live source. Ketchup, barbecue, I'll be any." I know what you mean. Substitution for Hull at halftime. Oscar Estupinen is on for Demetrius Pelkas, the man who received the yellow card in that first half. Jaden's in. He says, "Come on, Hull City." He'll be hoping for the Tigers' victory. However, they will have it all to do in this second 45. Graham says, "Would be a perfect second half to grab a second to be more comfortable and then be able to give Benson 15 to 20 minutes of action." I couldn't have said that any better myself, Graham, to be fair. I think the referee's having to change his watch. The referee's having to change his watch, so there could be a delay to the game here. Oh no, they do have a second lined up, but obviously the watch needs to be on to tell the referees about the goal line technology and if that ball does go over the line or not. But referee puts his whistle to his mouth and we are underway for the second half. Burnley fan 101 watching us over on our Twitch channel says hello and come on you Clarets. Nate says Portland's a great city. I've always wanted to visit America. So it'd be nice to get over there at some point. Colin says Vitinho non-existent. I don't know. I thought it was quite involved in the first half, especially down the wing. But you know, it's all about opinions. Martin says second goal for us Clarets will be a good way to finish our game. Yeah, I think at 2-0 they'll be a little bit like game's done, game's gone, and we'll just take it from there. I don't know why the glare's still in my glasses. It's really annoying me. But if you hear noises in the background, Kate's cooking. We've not had tea yet, but Kate's cooking up a storm, hopefully. Burnley have it, though. Tella, intercepted. Only as far as Zarori, but his missed-time header is back with Louis Coyle. And Carl Darlow has to pump forward. Graham says, surely Burnley do some kind of pre-season in the USA. I'm hoping for a trip to Southern California so I can enjoy it too. Hull come forward. Ball fizzed over to the back stick. Header down. Shot. Intercepted. Blocked. Burnley clear it. A good chance for Hull and Adama Traore, but he couldn't do anything there, could Traore. It was a good ball that fizzed in, which Matson missed time the header. Burnley managed to get it away. It wouldn't surprise me, It wouldn't surprise me, but, we're pacing now. Maybe try and take his team back to Utah, where he obviously his businesses and his family is. So he can take potentially his mother to a game, who's obviously still, who he said that he doesn't think would ever be able to get over for a Burnley game. So maybe he'd be able to bring Burnley to that and be able to sit and watch a game with his mum, which would be nice for the chairman himself. Hull coming forward. They know at 1-0, it's still all to play for. Just a burger. Just having a burger, something simple. Header up. And Muric. If a Stupidin would have got his head onto that. I'm just watching it back now. It was a good ball fizzed in by, is it Tufan? Muric had committed himself to coming out. And yeah. Burnley fans says predictions are for me is 3-0. Tella, Zarori and Barnes. Hey, time will tell, mate. Time will tell, hopefully. Take another 3-0. Randy says 2009 they played a friendly in Portland versus Portland Timbers. Yes, they did. I remember that. And Alan Pace is from Utah, I think. If I'm not mistaken, he's from that area. Let me just have a look. I'm sure he is, though. Let's have a look here. Does it say? So his location is Burnley, and that's it. It doesn't tell you out about him. But it does say that he does go back to Utah where his family is. So I'm guessing that's where he's from. But, you know, is what it is. Right, that's it. Yeah, I thought you'd be have an understanding more of it, Brett. Being a North American claret. But yeah, his family is all Mormon and their headquarters are in Utah. And Bobby says, was Stephen Defoe good? Stephen Defoe was shit hot. He was class. He's different gravy. Burnley coming forward again. Vitinho tries to get a ball over Zarori. Oh, he's shanked the half volley. Couldn't quite get it. Brett says also Jim and Dave Checkitts, another member of ALK, started Real Salt Lake. Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. And says I had burgers for tea too. Made them big with packed with salad and wooden skewers through the middle. Why not? Go big or go home, mate. That's the saying. And Nate says lived there for a couple of years. Beautiful mountains. Yeah, he was president of Real Salt Lake before, obviously buying Burnley Football Club. Nate says, I'm going to go down. Take care and good luck on the rest of your game. No, appreciate it, Nate. Really, really do. Thank you for popping in. Good luck to you, to Leicester City in their next fixture. Louis Coyle is finally going off. Finally going off. He's had a couple of injuries throughout this first half, but he's going to make way for the Hull City number 8. And Greg Doherty, or Doherty, I think, because he's Scottish, will take his place. He's gone straight down the tunnel as well. Anthony, I'll be eating it on camera. I'm not going to let it go cold. Trust me. I will not be letting that burger go cold. Burnley fan says, "Going now. Come on, Clarets. Hopefully we can." But Hull coming forward. Saved by Muric. Good pressure by Burnley in that defensive unit, but great save by Muric to keep it at 1-0 to Burnley. And again, Hull are creating chances. Hull are creating chances. Claret Zone's in the building. You guys over at Claret Zone, hope everything is well with yourselves. And Doug says, Dan, it'll just be me and you on Friday. Rich is travelling. Oof. No problem. Look forward to dissecting those 4 games. Especially when your club's still in it. All the more reason to dissect it as well. Until we start dissecting the semi-finals, when we're probably not. But hey, you never know. You never know. Time will tell. Time will tell. I have to put my glasses at an angle. I have to sort of put the legs up here so you can actually see my eyes instead of just like glare like that. Otherwise, it's just ridiculous. But no, let's keep this support going. I really do appreciate it. So thank you very, very much indeed. Ekdal's back to his feet. He'd gone down, clutching his shoulder a little bit. I think it was just a slight little knock, but either way. Kate says, this burger isn't very interesting. It's too late and I can't be arsed. It's just cheese and a burger. I'm not going to complain. Luke says, hopefully this burger is ready during this. Looking forward to another Gordon Ramsay review. Nothing will top that hot pot. I mean, that was the technical name of what she was trying to cook anyway. Jean-Michel Seri has a free kick for Hull City in the Burnley half. 55 on the clock. The Clarets 1-0 up. Seri tries to play one deep, but Muric could see it day in, day out, clear as day, and keeps hold of the ball. Graham says, Zarori done his customary cut inside and tried to whip it far corner yet? Just a handful of times, yeah, Graham. Just a handful of times, mate. Oh, it's a bad ball by Muric. And Hull can take a shot. It's took a deflection and Muric gets it again, but it was Muric's slip that nearly let Hull City in. Barnes finds Tella. He finds Vitinho on the far side. Barnes is running in. Roberts pulls it back. Edge of the box. Goodmanson opens his foot. Defended well by Hull, and now they're trying to come forward again. Good challenge by Hjalmar Ekdal, but I think he'll go in the book now. That's second or third time he's sort of held one of the Hull City players off. Or is it Cullen? Oh, no, it is Ekdal. It is Hjalmar Ekdal who's gone into the book. You're all right, Anthony. Definitely, you're all right. None of that shit either. Hawaiian pizza and cucumber. Both of you get bent. Here comes the love of my life with a brew now. He says, oh. Ekdal, the man who's just gone into the book, has it. Into the centre. Receives it back. Playing a 1-2 with 2 or 3 of the players is Ekdal, but still has it. Fizzes a ball out to the far side, near side now, sorry. Zarori pings one. Finds Barnes. He plays it to Matson. Can Matson get a good ball? And it's in there for Tella! And it's Tella for 2! It's 2-0 Burnley, and those people in the chat who had Tella for 2 goals, Tella has fucking got it! Get in! Come on! 22-1. I think somebody said, yeah, David, he's put it in already. 22-1 for Nathan Tella to bag a brace. He's only gone and got it. What a fucking beast he absolutely is. Colin says, get in. Boom. Easy £100 there. Get up. Heel, you big dosser. Beautiful ball in. Beautiful ball in by Ian Matson. And all Tella has to do is get in front of the defender. Put a touch on it with his foot. There's nothing Carl Darlaw can do about it. As David says, it was 275-1 for him to bag a hat-trick. He only needs one more, and it's only 59 minutes on the clock. Kate's only just got back, but she's joining in. Nathan Taylor, baby. Nathan Taylor, whoa. Marty says, Taylor, get in. Hull 0, Burnley 2. Yes, it is indeed. That scoreline needs updating at the bottom of the screen. It's again the Nathan Tella show. Absolutely running it. Mrs. B says, fudging brilliant. Tella, you are the man. I'm so glad we've got that second goal. So glad we've got that second goal. To be fair, Luke, they're not. Nathan Jones said they weren't calling him back in January because they thought, oh, the Championship's different to the Premier League. And it's Nathan Tella who's done fantastically well for Burnley. And I already hope companies had a word with him of like, that's it, we want to make this permanent in the summer and we'll go out to try and do that. Eugene says Reading have equalised against Bastards as well. Oh, I know I've got a brew and I know I had a glass of milk before, but if Carlsberg did Wednesdays, Burnley come forward again. Zarora, he's got himself into the box, played it to the edge. Nobody can get there. Barnes puts him under a bit of pressure. And can Hull get it away? They can. Down on this near side, Matson's tracking back. Cullen's there. Good play by those two. Beautiful play by those two. I would love it to another 3-0 now. We love to put 3 goals in against people. I think we will probably see Benson at some point. Would not surprise me. If we see Benson at least get 10-15 minutes in this. Kate was out. When I say she was out, she was in Blackburn, to be fair. She took my niece and my sister over to Blackburn to do some choir thing, but we've done that choir thing, come back. I'm surprised the traffic's horrendous in Blackburn. There's probably hardly anybody there. You know what Ewood Park's like? Dead. 2 substitutions coming on for Hull. Another 2 being prepped. I think it's, or is it a Boué coming off? No, it's not. It's Callum Elder. Callum Elder has come off. And so has Traore. Traore makes his way off the field. And coming on in their place, passing notes about his Tufan and Greaves, who is on for Elder and Traore. Matt says hat-trick time. Come on, Tella, let's hope so. Let's hope so. John says an absolute machine. There's no way Southampton will let us keep him, relegation or not. Well, if he throws his toys out the pram there, who knows? Who knows? Eugene says goal for Huddersfield. Wow, they'll be they needed that. God knows they needed that. Footy Edit says, has Bayer been good today? Yeah, he's been everywhere. He's literally been everywhere. Kate said it was like prison getting into the car park. I had to put Reg in just to get through the locked metal gate. Anyhow, the joys of being the only driver on your side of the family. It's true. It's true. Mrs. B says, no more goals, Tella, for the next few minutes until I get home, please. Mr. Burnley, see you in 5. Thanks, Dan. No problem. Hopefully for you, there's another 5-minute waiting period before you get back. For us here, I hope it rains goals like no tomorrow, but that's just because we're greedy. We want more. We want more. Henry says that Alisson, me, thinks he's the man of the match tonight, obviously for Liverpool. And Anthony says, my missus is a driver, Kate. Drives me up the wall. I know Kate's going to come back with something snarty for her. Likewise, Daniel. 65 minutes on the clock. Hull City 0. Burnley 2. And it's that man again, Nathan Tella, who has got a double. Hull now just playing about with it. To be fair, they need to come out of the traps. They need to come out. Push for that, for at least for a goal back. We fizzed one over to the far side, which Martino and Connor Roberts are there. Burnley trying to make Hull City work this ball back. And have done. The ball have it in, they have it in their own half. Ian Matson brings down his man. Trying to win the ball. Dennis says, I can see Burnley subs coming soon. It would not surprise me. 66 gone. Especially with Manchester City coming up this weekend. Colin says, can we stay in the Championship, please? A bit like they do in the MLS, where it's sort of like there's no relegations or promotions. It's just you get that playoffs at the end of the season, but nothing comes of it. It does look like some players are getting ready as well. Benson looks like he's getting himself set. So does Charlie Taylor. However, Hull have the ball. Pass, fizzed across into the Burnley box. There's not enough on it for Hull to get anything, and it's straight into the arms of Aaron Muric, who will take his time and wait till bodies have left the box. Plays it to Ekdal. Has it 1-2 with the defender. A little bit of a misunderstanding between Cullen and Ekdal there, to be fair. Anthony says, anyone needs a taxi, give Kate's taxi services a call. Emily says, did you get a ticket for the game for the weekend? Fortunately not. Fortunately not. But hey ho, Hey ho! If we, as I said earlier, if we don't win the tickets in that competition that we've entered, myself and Kate, then we ain't going. But we will be bringing it to you live here. If not, we will be watching it here live for a watch along. Hull coming forward again. Burnley having to withstand a lot of Hull City pressure. Appreciate it, love. Yes, I do. Scrubber. Dennis says, I play Football Manager and I like playing in the Championship, and in my game we are top. Happy days. John says he won't risk Tella for 90 in his form. He'll want him fit for City. Tella will want his hat-trick. It looks like it's going to be a triple substitution for Burnley, and it's going to be Manuel Benson, Jack Cork and Charlie Taylor who are going to make their way onto the pitch, for who we shall see. Hjalmar Ekdal is coming off. He makes way for Charlie Taylor. Jack Cork is coming on for, I think, is it Gudmundsson? No, it's Vitinho. Taking Vitinho off and bringing on Jack Cork to share us up in a little bit of midfield. And it's Anas Sarore, I think, who's coming off for Manuel Benson. It is. It is. So Manuel Benson is back out playing football in the Championship for Burnley, back from injury. Dennis says, I play Football Manager and like playing in the Championship, and in my game we are top. Like I say, yeah, I love playing Football Manager. I just haven't played for a while. Footy Edit says there, Benson's back. Teller will want his hat-trick. He will. He will, to be fair. I haven't, actually, Anthony. I haven't. Luke says, yeah, same, I like the Championship. I like not being in it. Well, don't get too comfortable. Don't get too comfortable. Hopefully you guys can still hear me like this. Because you are going to see me scoffing a burger in a minute. I'm just going to try and let it cool down. It's probably red hot. I feel like when you've got your microphone up there, you almost look like one of them NFL coaches. Going all Ted Lasso on your ass. That's a foul, ref. No. Hull come forward. Ball into a Stupinen. Can he get a shot away first time? No, he can't. He's not even gone for it. He's managed to cut the ball back to the edge of the box. Shot taken from the edge. And comfortable for Muric. You can see that go wide. Shot by Abue. The Hull City number 10. Adrian says, Benson to score. Well, we shall see. Emma says, Napoli 2-0 up. They're to be joined by Real Madrid. Eugene says, goal for Sheffield United, Tommy Doyle. Seems the two Manchester City loanees have got on the score sheet for the Blades. And Anthony says, you got burger sauce in that burger, Dan? No. Good old fairground burger, this. Cheese and a bit of ketchup. Kept it standard. That way she can't mess it up. Muric has it. Plays a ball over to Maatsen. Gudmundsson. Back to Maatsen again. Tries to fizz a ball in for Barnes, who... Teller's got it. Teller's away. Teller could have the hat-trick here. He took a shot. It's a David Teller hat-trick. He's done it again. He's done it again. Wow. 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 Nathan Teller, eat your heart out. Another hat-trick in the claret and blue. It's 3-0 to the Clarets, 73 minutes in. He is just phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. What an animal. He had the chance to play it to, I think it was Benson. But Tella, you are just, c'est magnifique. Everything Nathan Tella touches turns to gold. Unless you're an opposition defender, then you turn to shit. But it's a good bit of play by Goodmanson and Matson. It ricochets off Barnes. It's played back, but Tella intercepts from McLaughlin. He could have played it to Benson, but instead the keeper comes rushing out and he's got either side to put it. And Tella bags again. Tella bags again. Oh, 3-0. Again, another game. I wasn't expecting this. I actually said that we would, this would be a close fixture. Did not have another 3-0 on our hands. And who knows, there could be more yet. There could be more. Henry says, I called it 3-0. Martin says, get in, Tella. Okay, says, what a treat Burnley are in for being at Hull tonight. Ooh, it's a shithole, is all. I think it was voted one of the worst places to live at one point. As David says there, if you had a father on that, you're laughing tomorrow. So if that says superb, real life, don't get this on Match of the Day. Go Tella! Goal, 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 goal! Tella has it again. He's pushed out wide this time. Matson on the overlap. Tella's decided to come inside. Plays a 1-2 with Barnes. Can he get to the second ball? Matson can, though. Tries to keep it in. Can't keep himself on the pitch, though. He's going to have to try and get back involved in it. I really hope we can try and get a fourth. Completely put this game to bed. I mean, it already is, but... Eugene's put a comment in. I won't read it out. Just because, well, it's about them, innit? Oh, what a game this is. Another substitution has happened for Hull. Aliyara's gone off. And I think it's... I think it was... I forgot what it's called. Let me have a look. Yeah, Aliyara's gone off, and on in his place is Ryan Longman. It's Longman who's come on for the home side. Matson clears only to the edge of the box for Hull. Plays a ball out wide. Matson, can he just keep him closed down? Does. But Hull City have a corner. Hull City have a corner. Anthony says, how many goals has Tella got this season? I think that's... Is that 20? 19? 22? Another substitution for the Clarets, except it is Nathan Tella making his way off the pitch. Replacing him will be his best mate, Michael Obafemi. He's just showing his goals again. What a tremendous night it's been for Nathan Tella. Right place, right time. Calm as you like. He's just... he's just something else. He's just something else. He has gone on to become, even if this is just the one season he has at Burnley, Nathan Tella will go down as a Turf Moor great, a Turf Moor legend if this is his only stint at the football club. Doug says, by the way, unlikely guests at Sunderland, Sheffield United, Ousmane Dembele. Wow. That is a strange one. That is a strange one. John says, Championship Player of the Year. Oh, he's definitely up there for contender. Another corner whipped in by Hull. Header up. I think, is he going to go for a Burnley throw in? Bloody hell. Just seen Barnes run full pelt. Mrs. B says, was home for that one. Bloody brilliant. Got to celebrate this one with Mr. B. Come on, Tella, you bloody superstar. What's inside these? Is it cheese? Was it? Like an hash brown with stuff in the middle, innit? We're giving this a giant chip. It's an hash brown with cheese in it.
I'm just wondering.
You're not. No. Get rodded. Oh, good damn. Luke says, what a hidden gem Southampton never thought they had. Get that boy signed and sealed. Okay, says, you say that regarding every game just to be kind to the other team. Don't bullshit, Daniel. We all know Burnley will win every time. The Clarets are on fire. No, you'd still get paid, Dennis, even if you had Tella for 2 goals, because he's still got 2. Still got 2 or more. So it is what it is. So if that says we can watch highlights on RTV4 at 9:30, even though Danny's numero uno. Uno, dos, tres, catorce. Oh, I'm just enjoying this ride. I really am enjoying this ride. We get a win against City on Saturday. I mean, what a season. Although Hull City are in. Shot again, massive save by Muric. We're 80 minutes in. Hull still aren't giving up. Another big save by Muric, though. Goodmanson could get away here. Benson has it. Is he going to try and take his man on? Plays the ball back to Goodmanson. Connor Roberts. Reading are down to 10 men now as well. Footy Edit says 19 goals for Tella now. I thought it were around that. Doug says 3-0 to Napoli. Wow. Marty says, well played, Tella. Anthony says Liverpool Madrid is 0-0 still. No, it's not a tampon, Anthony. It's a hash brown with some sort of cheese thing in. Ian Matson's just gone into the book. It's not showing the replay for it. I thought it was, but it wasn't. Dan Max in the chat. Big DC says, I said Tella hat trick. Should have put it on. Matters more when there's money on it, mate. Burnley again come forward. It's 10:30 that the highlights are on RTV4. They should just call it the Nathan Tella Show. Since when did this miraculous... Anyhow, for all you that wanted to see what this burger looks like, there we have it. Cheese, burger, brioche bun. No messing about. Colin says, much as I love Burnley, we're not beating City. You never know, mate. It's all right, Kate. I'll forgive you. Size of your fingers. I can understand why it slipped from that G to an N. All right, from an N to a G. I understand. 83 minutes gone. And the Clarets are absolutely romping this. Burnley about to ready another substitution. Lyle Foster, the man who bagged his first goal for the club last week. He has a chance to play his part in this one. And he says, Kate, you could have crisped that bun up a bit. Kate says a lot of what company was taught was at City. I'd love to see, I'm guessing Burnley win, but it sounds like she's saying I'd love to see them win as though it was City, but either way, Union says I think Blackpool will do the great escape from the relegation zone and stay up. Fingers crossed. Badman Dylan's in the chat. How are you doing, mate? He says, what are you eating? I don't know. It's some ash brown with like cheese in it. Looks like a giant fish finger, but it's like an ash brown stick with thing, and then got a good old burger. A late tea, shall we say. Hull coming forward. They've got the ball in the box. Cuts inside, takes a shot. Great defending by Jordan Bayer. Hull still have it. Still playing about with it in the Burnley area. Fist to the edge of the box. Cuts inside, takes a shot. That's not even entertaining. Originate Muric. Just calmly collects in his hand and carries on talking to his defender like the shot didn't even happen. That's what I mean, Luke. This is what I've said, right? The story on Saturday will all be about company's return. It's the master versus the apprentice. And for me, that takes the sort of shine off the fact that Burnley have got to go there and do a job. And it could take the concentration away, not from the players, but from what the City fans, the City players are thinking about. Did not help them winning 7-0 against RB Leipzig the other night, but hopefully goals will have dried up by now. They used them all there. Dennis says, great burger down. Watch out for it laying heavy on the stomach tonight. I'm sure as hell think it probably will. It's Goodmanson who's going to make way for Lyle Foster. Yeah, cheesy ash browns. I don't know. They've actually not too bad. I don't know what sort of cheese it is. It's like a ricotta or something like that. I've not a clue. Wanderer says Clarets could well pull off a surprise Saturday. They've done it before. They have. I remember the first time when we got promoted in 2009 under funnily enough Owen Coyle. And we drew 3-3 at the Etihad. Kevin McDonald. That was some game, that. Manuel Benson has it. Plays it out to Roberts. Gets it back. Charlie Taylor. Cork. Bayer again. Gets to the second ball. Tries to fizz the ball over for Obafemi, but he can't get to it. Matson can. It's back with Muric. Cullen. Matson. Barnes is pushed deep. Not Barnes, sorry. Yeah, it was Barnes. That's a foul, referee. 88 gone. Hull 0, Burnley 3. Looks like it's going to be another great victory for the Clarets. It will put an end to Hull's 7-game unbeaten run on home soil. But as Burnley fans like to say on Twitter, HMS Pistol League is still on its maiden voyage, however you want to say it. Real Madrid have just scored, so that pretty much buries Liverpool. T says, cheers, Dan. Great job as usual. See you next time. No, appreciate it, T. Appreciate it. Exactly, Dylan. 4 clean sheets in a row. It's just what we've been doing at the minute is just working, and it's fucking brilliant. I can't help. I'm just so enjoying what's going on. Lyle Foster has it. He's been pushed wide. Finds Benson. He keeps the ball in. He's got a player to try and shake off. Manages to find a pass. Cork. Burnley have it back towards the centre circle. Kate says, I truly believe Burnley are too good for the Championship. I'm not quite sure where they'd position in the Prem. Although I think they're better than a few of the teams up there. You're not the first person to have said that. There's a few Premier League fans that have said that as well, and that they'd welcome Burnley back to the club. We've hit the 90th minute. There's another 3 minutes left to play in this one. Burnley still go forward. Ashley Barnes. Looked like it was going to be pulled back for a free kick, but Barnes got to the second ball. Benson looks like he's trying to cut in. Tries to find Lyle Foster. This game is pretty much over, near enough. It is pretty much over. "3-0 to the Clarets. A second hat-trick for Nathan Tella this season. Look, so basically it doesn't tell you whether he likes it till he's inhaled the bloody thing. No, that's not the case. That's not the case at all. Don't know what you mean. Still here. Still under review. Mrs. B said the Hull end cleared out quick. There's someone at the game who's just been messaging saying, wow, Hull fans have left. Chris says, thanks, Dan. Enjoyable watch from an Aussie Claret. No, I appreciate it. I appreciate the love and support. So thank you very, very much, Chris. Thank you very, very much indeed. Norwich are down to 10 as well. James said it, Kurt. Liverpool aren't having the best of seasons, Emre. Not having the best of seasons. Hull have the ball in the centre circle. 30 seconds left. Don't think it's going to change. The outcome, but Foxy, I expect better. I expected better from you. I expected better than that for you to put one that they've got one back. But Hull do have a goal back. You'd have got my raw reaction, but Foxy ended up telling me in the chat, and it's Tufan who's managed to rifle a shot in. I don't understand what people can't read at the bottom of the screen when it says hashtag no spoilers. It's really infuriating. Really infuriating. However, the game is over. The game is over. It has finished 3-1 to the Clarets. And again, a Nathan Tella hat-trick is all the difference. A great result. Fantastic travel by the Burnley fans to Hull on a Wednesday night. Great result for the Clarets that were on the road. And again, Nathan Tella makes his way on the pitch to collect, well, another match ball. Just another one. No bigger. Seems Sheffield United, it's just showing Tommy Doyle's goal for 2-1, but it is full time. It has finished full time now, and as I say, I think it just annoys me whether it's a goal or not. Whether like Kate says, one goal means nothing when it's almost full time. I think it's still infuriating when you say no spoilers, because you could have got my raw reaction to how bad the defending was. But I already knew about it. It's infuriating me. That peed me off, to be fair. Mrs. B says, thanks, Dan. See you again on Saturday for the City game. No problem. As I say, if we don't win them tickets in that competition, then yeah, you will see us on Saturday for another watch along. Matt says, thanks as well. Thank you very much for tuning in. Same to yourself, Henry. Really do appreciate it. What is your Burnley player ratings against Hull away tonight? Right, well, let me have a look at the let me get that team sheet up, and I will give you some player ratings if you so wish. So I will try to be fair. I'll try to be fair to the Burnley starting 11 and subs. So Muric, I'm going to give a solid 7. Didn't really put a foot wrong when he had to make some saves. Did, but defensively, I think we would have had it covered. So I'll give him a solid 7. Ekdal, I'm going to give a 5 or a 6. Torn between. Didn't have one of his best games. Apart from the through ball for Tella's opening goal. Other than that, I think he was he looked a little bit lost in that, so I'll give him about a 5 or a 6. Jordan Bayer was just brilliant defensively as well. I'm going to say he's a certified 6. Yeah, I'll give Bayer a 6, Ekdal a 5. Matson, I'm going to give a 7 to, because he was working pretty well with Goodmanson and Tella when he pushed out wide. So I'll give him a 7. Vitinho, probably a 4 or a 5. Between him and Ekdal, probably wasn't the best games for either of them. Connor Roberts, 6. Cullen, 6. Goodmanson, 7. Barnes, 5. Zarori, 6. You've got to give Tella 10 when he gets an hat-trick, haven't you? Taylor, Court, Lyle, Foster, Benson, Obafemi. I'll all just give him an average of a 6, to be fair. But Henry says, thanks for the stream. Thanks, Dan. Really appreciate that. Anthony says, what was better, the 3 points of the burger? Kate won't mind saying the game. No. Burger's good. The burger is good, but yeah, there's no greater feeling than getting 3 points. Hull are now sat in 15th. I wonder where Burnley are. That's it. Top of the league. Good night to yourself, Henry. Luke says a goal means no, just ain't kept a clean sheet. Kate said burger's probably shit anyways. I don't think it was that bad. It's not bad. Randy says, here's another spoiler. Burnley wins the league. Pretty hopefully nailed on. Dave says, boom, up the Clarets and 600 quid up. Get in. Exactly, Colin. Exactly. No matter what, whether it's for your team or against your team, I still want to give you my raw reaction as it happens. MC says, thanks, Dan. Not a problem anytime. Everybody's saying thanks, and I really do appreciate it. And yes, like Eugene says there, you will see us at the next one. If you could, please do, if you haven't already, please drop a like on this video, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and click that notification bell so you can be notified when we next go live. However, that is it from me, and the whole game is over with. It's now on to the FA Cup, and Burnley taking on Manchester City at the Etihad this coming Saturday. 3-0 in this fixture. However, this weekend, we have it all to do. Master versus Apprentice. The annual cup game against Manchester City. However, Clarets fans, remember this quote. Dare to dream. Dare to dream. Who knows? Who knows what may happen? I'll leave you with that thought. Thank you very, very much for watching. Everyone, take care. It's nearly weekend. We're nearly back. And we'll see you guys soon. Up the Clarets!